yo.
My God is good, yo.
Hey, my God is good, yo.
My God is good, yo.
Homosexuality, as Christians, when we tend to think of homosexuality, the first word that comes into our mind has to be sexual immorality. It has to be fleshliness. It has to be sin. It has to be exceeding wickedness, as stated in the Bible, in abomination. I believe for me to mention homosexuality, I have to mention same-sex marriage. For the reason for that is, the reason why I said that is because it's something that has been so outlawed for so long, to the fact that almost a good portion of the homosexuals in our generation and our time, since it's something that they could not have, marriage is what they're pursuing. And also, what I did was, I I did a research on the spirit behind homosexuality. When you look at the spirit behind homosexuality, you will see that it's a very flamboyant it's a flamboyant spirit. It's a spirit that is fairly attention seeking. Does the spirit behind it manifest the same way through everybody? No, it does not. But if you look at a very big portion of in the homosexual community, it is extremely flamboyant. For us as Christian, it has become to a fact that it's a shock to us to see how the world is reacting to the same-sex marriage, how the world is reacting, or how the world is tend to be taking homosexuality, how the fact they're accepting it. It is accepted. It is not illegal anymore. If we tend to go back to like the ninth. Prior to 1960, homosexuality was illegal in America. It was illegal in the UK, but once we started stepping into the after 1960, it was privately okay. And the UK in 1967, homosexuality was legalized if you were over the age of 21. And if we tend to see it nowadays, it's like, and the UK passed legalized homosexuality in 2013. Us, we legalized homosexuality this year. So homosexuality went from something in some cultures that you can actually get killed for, that you can get disowned by your whole family for, to the fact as a culture, as me as a Haitian male, homosexuality used to be like the worst thing ever. But slowly but surely, even in my culture, it's starting to be accepted. So we're starting to see how the world is taking it, how the world is starting to accept something. I believe I think slowly, it happens slowly. I think when we allow sin to stay around for so long, we kind of get used to it. We kind of start to make excuses for it. To the fact that we even have an organization named NARF, it stands for National Association for Research and Therapy of Homosexuality. So to the fact that this thing was extremely illegal, extremely taboo, extremely unacceptable, to the fact that now we have taxpayers' money going to organizations to be paying for that. It's just the fact that I just believe that we've allowed sin to enter our lives. As for right now, I believe that we are living in a world that is every day becoming biblical morals are just being washed out the window. Every day is being washed out the window. But the fact that we still have some people that are willing to stand up, like the Archbishop of York, which is in the UK, which I state what he said. It says marriage must remain a union between man and a woman. It is not the role of the state to redefine marriage. So we have people standing up. And now the things that the church is actually facing is the fact that not allowing a same-sex couple to get married at your church. Now you're guilty of discrimination, and that is becoming extremely big, to the fact that if we look down the road, that if you don't allow that as a minister of the gospel, you could be arrested for that. Christianity maintains that absolute ethics exist and are based upon the nature of God. as Christians, we must maintain a standard that's backed up by the Bible. Our generations have just completely forgotten about this. Just completely forgot about it. As for me, whenever I thought about homosexuality, what I usually think was, if you take a species, let's say we take elephants, and elephants decided to they're only attracted to male elephants are attracted to male elephants, and female elephants are attracted to female elephants. Through a generation, what's in a couple years, what's gonna happen? They're gonna die out. They're gonna become extinct. I know for a fact that I'm relating it to elephants. I'm relating it to an animal. I don't mean to compare, but what I'm saying is like us as humans. It is to me when I think of homosexuality, I think of depopulation. I think the agenda of homosexuality nowadays. It is so perfect for depopulation.